Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday evening, March 3rd. I'm James Spann. Goodness, what a meteorological bonanza today. We've had everything but the kitchen sink. Certainly not a Chamber of Commerce day, but the weekend ahead looks great. Next week, very mild. Let's check things out. This is the water vapor satellite view and a very dynamic storm rotating through the southern states. Packing a little more punch than maybe some of us had expected. Now, obviously, the first thing we got is rain. That's the radar at 236. Now, the back edge of the big rain mass approaching Interstate 59, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Gadsden. The rain will be tapering off there soon. We got some thunderstorms over the U.S. 80 corridor, Selma to Montgomery to Opelika. But goodness, all the variety of stuff we've had today in addition to rain. The first thing we saw this morning was this. This is sleet. Now, we had evaporative cooling, much like the same effect when you walk out of the shower, it feels cold, and that lowered the lower 5,000 feet of the atmosphere's temperature, and we had that initially mixed in with the rain for a pretty good chunk of north central Alabama, but over northeast Alabama, where the air was colder, we had this. We had snowflakes along with sleet and rain. Of course, this was no impact. Temperatures at the surface were way above freezing. And if that's not enough, we had hail. We had convection thunderstorms producing hail because the air aloft was so cold. And on top of everything else, we had these rather remarkable undulatus asperatus clouds. And that was an amazing look in the sky this morning. So again, thanks to all for taking the time to send those in. And for weather watchers, again, this has been an absolute bonanza. And it's sure colder than forecast. You know, we expected low 50s today. Forget about it. It's only 38 in Alexander City. I spoke down in Opelika today and came back through and had some really large hail. I thought it was going to crack the windshield just north of Alexander City, and it was 37 at the time. It's 39 at the Shelby County Airport with low 40s around here. But we go back in the 50s tomorrow, and I promise the weekend will feel much better. On the watch warning map, the Weather Service in Atlanta has had to post winter weather advisories down into northeast Georgia for snow. And those extend up through the mountains of North Carolina. Looks like a winter storm warning in effect now for parts of southeast Virginia. And look at this. The warm sector tries to move inland this evening, and there is a risk of severe weather on the Gulf Coast for tonight. Now we have a slight risk. Here's the closer look for Alabama and Mississippi. That slight risk includes places like Jackson, Grove Hill, Monroeville, Evergreen, Bruton, Atmore, Mobile, Gulf Shores, Pensacola, Orange Beach, and a marginal risk surrounding that. There might be a few storms that try and rotate down there. Again, this has been a system that has clearly overperformed. Now, the rain for the next 5 days, this map begins this evening at 6 o'clock, and really nothing for the northern part of the state. This is valid through Tuesday evening of next week. The bigger range will be off to the west, as you'll see. All right, model fans, the GFS, this is noon tomorrow, the trough that brought the nastiness today well to the east. Now, I'm not so sure we clear out quickly. This is the visible satellite view, and the clouds extend pretty far back. We might probably will have some clouds tomorrow morning, but that will likely give way to a partly sunny afternoon, and the high should be in the mid to upper 50s. It will feel better. Saturday, a beautiful day to kick off the weekend, sunny with mid-60s. Sunday, sunny, again, well up in the 60s. Very nice weather. And go to Monday of next week. We're dry, very mild. The high should be around 70. A surface low is east of Denver. Some storms could break out over Texas and Oklahoma. This is Tuesday, and again, we've got that high pressure nosing in here. We expect that to be a dry, mild, and breezy day with low, maybe mid-70s. Thunderstorms to the west. Same thing Wednesday. I mean, this could be a flooding problem for Arkansas, Louisiana, the Arklatex, eastern Texas. Maybe some strong storms, but it looks mostly dry here with, again, mid-70s likely. And this is a week from today. The GFS continues to drop that trough south instead of east. Instead of coming our way, it's down into Mexico. And accordingly, again, really, the bulk of the rain still north and west of here. Thursday of next week. This is Saturday the 12th. Just maybe some of that rain will creep in here. I get the idea that weekend might be somewhat unsettled, the 12th and the 13th. And this is the 13th, Sunday. You can see the trough kind of dampens out as it comes through here, and a new trough develops off to the west. And, again, maybe some showers about. Anomalies for the next, well, let's see, this is March 17th, March 11th through the 17th. Still above average for much of the country, and look at those numbers. Once we get into next week and beyond, highs mostly in the 70s, lows 50s and 60s. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.